Good evening and welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, the amazing T Street. I hope that for just a couple of minutes tonight, about 5 minutes, that you will indulge me while I tackle a topic that's been on my mind heavily in the last week or so. I'm going to read just an excerpt from chapter 13 of my book, and the chapter is titled, Mourning Like Those Who Have No Hope. And I start with a quote, which really is a song lyric by Mike and the Mechanics. And it reads, "It's too late when we die to admit we don't see eye to eye." The first line of the chapter reads, "Though I didn't know it, I came into the world grieving death." In the past week, I have watched friends bury parents. I've watched an acquaintance bury a child. I have today watched on social media as classmates transition from this life to the next. And so the concept of and the topic of death and how we ought to live has been heavily on my mind. And so I thought I would tackle that tonight and say to you that it really is too late when we die to admit we don't see eye to eye. People like to show up after someone has died and lament all the things that they coulda, shoulda, woulda done concerning that person. I want to propose that you don't have to wait until someone dies to coulda, shoulda, woulda something for that person. If you have aught with someone in your life that you love and you would be tragically devastated should something happen to them, don't wait. Pick up the phone. Don't send a text. Don't send them an Instagram message. Don't send them a Facebook inbox. Call them and say, "I love you. No matter what is going on between us, I don't want you or me to leave this earth without knowing that I love you." And so if we live our lives that way and we live our lives thinking about the end and what we want people to say when we transition, when they show up at our funerals, I asked my son, Christopher, "Son, what do you think I would like to have on my tombstone? What would you put on there if I didn't already tell you what I wanted?" And he said that he would put on there that I loved God, I loved my family, and I loved kids. If that's the legacy that my son sees that I left, then I believe that I've walked out my purpose on the earth. And so I will say to you, if you have aught with someone, call them. Don't wait until it's too late, because it's too late when we die to admit we don't see eye to eye. I'm the amazing T Street, but I can assure you that there is absolutely, positively nothing amazing in me that's not in each and every one of you. I challenge you to walk in your own amazing. Good night.